Yo, how's it going, guys? I pushed this video as hard as I could. Welcome back to the channel for part 3 of the Outer Worlds story missions. We're going to be getting right into it, guys, right where we left off, so check it out. Alright, so starting from where we left off, we got to go hit 3 switches, but we're in this factory. I don't know what it is exactly. It's a factory filled with robots. I do have my companion with me. I just got done looting all those lockers. I got into the system, unlocked the door, and now here we are, guys, going to loot in some more. I did happen to find a fusion rifle, or a charge rifle. It shoots with electricity or energy ammo, I'm sorry. So it'd be an energy rifle. Super helpful, guys. There is also another method of completing this part of the mission without killing all the robots. You could actually turn them against each other. We'll be getting to that pretty soon, guys. Get ready for that. And then here's some hidden loot back here. I'm gonna go ahead and snatch all this. Need everything I could possibly get. And while I got you guys' attention, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe. You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. You know, name it, I'll be there. Thank you lots. Spelled like it is on my YouTube channel. Alright, go ahead and check all that out. Comment down below how you're liking this game so far, if you even like it, or if you haven't tried it yet. I definitely recommend it to anybody who hasn't tried it. This is episode 3, and I've been pushing it hard to get this video out. I wanted to get it out sooner, but, you know, time's not on my side, so I'm just happy that I could get it out at all. Just taking all these consumables, because, they actually weigh a little bit, and they give you some effects, so I'm just gonna get rid of the weight and then get some bonus effects. Oh, losing some frame rate here. Oh, snap. Yeah, I'm losing a lot of frame rate here. Hopefully it picks back up. I can't be lagging because this is a single player game, something with the frame rate, or something to do with my Xbox Live status, my internet, or something. I don't know, guys. Okay, it seems a little better now. Just a little bit, I feel it. And with these robots, you can just, you know, get behind them. They can't shoot you if they can't see you, or if they're not aiming at you. So go ahead and, yeah, just get behind them like that, guys. It'll work out smoothly. Hit that first switch right there, guys. Let's go head to the second and then the third. I want to get all the loot, though, because I do need ammo. I need as much ammo as possible. I don't know if you could craft ammo, but I noticed that I have been running dry out of ammo. Here's some right there. What's this note say? Something not important. Whatever. It's too bad that I can't collect that to read it later. Maybe it is important. I don't even know yet. And then I noticed, yeah, that when you reload, you can't search containers. You can't hack computers. And then every time you click X, even if your gun is holstered, you pull it out, which is it's not the best. Maybe they could fix that in the future. I don't know. I'm not complaining. The game was free. Playing it for free. So let's go ahead and keep heading to the mark. Well, actually, I haven't been up here. I wonder if there's enemies. I wonder what's... Oh, little sprat. I guess that's what they're called. I was calling this a frog lizard. I guess it's called a sprat, as you can see right there. These robots are really nightmarish. They have like 4 legs or something like that, and they almost look like human legs, but they're it's nightmarish, almost nightmarish. And I will be making this video a little bit shorter, about 10 minutes shorter than the usual videos, the first 2 that I put out. And I do plan on dissecting my further videos so that I could skip all the looting and stuff like that, but we'll see. I'll dissect where I can and where I can't. We'll just have to, you know, talk to you and hopefully keep your interest that way. Maybe I find something on the side that you guys want to go find in your game or something like that. There's a lot of situations that are like that in this game where you can find rare loot and there's going to be a set spawn for it or something like that. You know what I mean? Whoa, that guy's kind of rich. That's what's up. He just gave me like 255 bits, or maybe it was 355. I'm not sure, but he had a lot. Let me go ahead and switch out my armor. I have all this low-level armor. I'm going to have to break this down. And if you're interested in this series and you're new to the whole series, the YouTubers out there, go ahead and go watch Oxhorn, one of my most favorite Fallout video makers. He also does other games like BioShock right now at the moment, and then the other games. But he's playing this because he was super excited, just like I was. And then he did a lot of live streams, 6-hour live streams and stuff like that. So go check it out on YouTube, guys. If you're here, you might as well go check out him. Both of us are very excited about this game, but he has more production value than I do. So I definitely recommend go checking that out. And at the same time, here is a way to turn the robots against each other. If you just go ahead and go in the top room, you'll see it once you hit the spiral room, you go all the way to the bottom with the ladders. You go find this character right here and speak to this guy. He will, and you can also find this impact hammer. You could also take your companion's impact hammer because she also has one. And I have decided that I'm going to make 2 separate playlists with this series. I'm going to be making story missions and then side missions. And then maybe even in the side missions I'll have other little things. Let's hear what this guy got to say.
Get away from me, Phantom! Shoot! Scram! You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. You mean, why did the Mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the Mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. Ironic deaths are the worst. You made your point. I'll help you. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the Mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old...
Okay, so apparently this guy was pinned down by the robotics, or whatever you call them, the robots. Automechanicals or something like that. He was pinned down here, had a little bit of food, but ran out, so he had to start eating sprats. Maybe they were spoiled. I don't know, maybe they had diseases because he's gone crazy from the isolation. But he managed to help us, giving us code to go change the wiring or something like that, or like the protocols of the robots so that they actually fight each other. So go ahead and do this if you're in this part of the mission. would be super helpful, because these robots are pretty lethal, man. They have a lot of health, they have some armor actually, so my guns hardly do anything to them. If you're using a pistol, you're gonna be hitting like 4s and 1s. Sometimes it's kind of ridiculous, but here's a way to bypass that, and here pretty soon you'll be seeing all the robots actually fighting each other. With a glass door, I'll be seeing it. You could actually hear some commotion. And hearing that, I am actually on the wrong floor. I'm realizing that now, so let's go up here. Let's go check out the robots killing each other. Let's also hit this terminal. Yup. Yup. And yuppers, you already know. So this is going to help you guys out a lot, I promise you. And look, you can see up there that it actually checks off optional parts of the main mission, which are bonus XP, guys. Bonus XP, you can never go wrong there. Look at all the robots killing each other. This is going to be super helpful, because while they're killing each other, I'm going to go snag a couple shots here and there while I can. Let's go all the way down now to the second switch, I believe. I hit one of the switches. Now I need to hit the second. You could actually go over here
liable to get scalded,
so that you don't get hit by that steam. And then I'm pretty sure there's a way to turn this steam off. I'm gonna have to find that. I think it's over here. Yeah, look at this terminal right here. We could use this to turn the steam off. That way we could go back to the right over here. There's some loot. There's actually a dead guy over there. Look at that plasma sword. I don't know if I'm even allowed to use that yet. Oh, that was a tactical shotgun, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Let's put that bad boy on. It's gonna be doing a lot better than the other shotgun we. And I do realize now that the shotgun I had before, the sawed-off shotgun, actually sucked because it needed to be repaired. The condition was at 5% or something. So I don't know if it's gonna break on me any minute, but that's why it was sucking, and I died actually because of that. Here is the second switch and some more robots. Look at his life though. Easy kill, since he was fighting with his brothers, or brethren. I do like how they have the disintegration effect. That is a Fallout thing that used to happen when you would shoot with plasma weapons. They would pretty much turn into a puddle of plasma, and then if you were using incendiary weapons, I don't know how to say that, guys, but if you're using like fire weapons, they'll turn into an ash cloud, kind of like this one. I really like that. That also reminds me of Destroy All Humans, when you would use the disintegration ray and they would all turn into ash. I really love it, guys. If you guys haven't heard of that game, go check it out. You can see a bunch of people playing it on YouTube. I do not have it yet. It's kind of an old game. I need to find it. Or maybe I'm gonna go buy it on Amazon or something like that. But Destroy All Humans is really dope. They actually remastered it, and so it's gonna be pretty cool to get my hands on the original and start playing that as well. Look at these. All of these guys have a affected life because of that switch that we did. They're all fighting each other, which is super helpful. You're gonna want to do that, guys. Can't stress that enough. Let's go ahead and move on to the third switch. I want to loot everything I see. I don't want to go out of my way for loot, but if it's right in front of me, I'm gonna get it. And here is this. I never hit this switch. Okay, let's go hit the third switch now.
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
There it is over there. Man, I'm getting a little frame. Hopefully it balances out. Let's go hit this third switch. Boom, everything's lit up now. Now we can divert power to Edgewater or to this little community of deserters. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys chose to do and what is morally.
Where are we headed?
What is morally right and what is wrong? What do you think? Because I think both of them are right, both of them are wrong. Oh man, it's kind of moving slow motion for me. How do you get lag in a single player game, guys? I don't know. But onward we go to the third, we hit the third switch. Let's go to the computer, the mainframe, and actually decide what's it. Oh, whoa.
Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Oh, well. Okay then.
I had to cut her off real cold, but I'm glad that she interrupted, gave me some, helped me with this decision, I guess you could say. She gave me some more information on Edgewater and, how they're doing, and basically, I pretty much think that she changed my mind just because that was pretty important for them to include that dialogue, so I'm gonna go ahead and save Edgewater and level up at the same time. Level 4, check me out, y'all.
I think you did the rightest thing you could, sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they ain't care much for me. That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Well, there you go, guys. A little history on my companion, Parvati. I hope I'm saying that right. Let's go ahead and level up the perks now that we're done with that. Hit the switches and all that good stuff. We actually diverted power to Edgewater because of the backstory that she gave us. She helped me weigh in on that decision. She also talked very sadly about her dad and her mom. Now I believe we return to Reed or Adeline or whatever her name is, back at the generator. I'm not sure actually what to do. Either way, some people suffer in this decision, either the deserters or the people of Edgewater. And that's what I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting pretty much. And then here, let me put a perk in. Tell me what you guys think about my decisions here on my level up, level 4. I'm putting a lot into charm and persuasion so that I get those dialogue options. And I think, no, I don't want to do those because my quest is still active. The Comes Now, the power is still active. It's not completed. I was thinking about doing some side quests, but I think I'll do that later, guys. So far we're going to stick to the story missions in our part 3 episode of the Outer Worlds. As soon as I can find the exit, we'll continue the mission. Hopefully I can find it pretty soon. I think that's the, it doesn't have a green marker on it though. Let's go check the map. And this map does look small, but it's actually bigger than you think. And look, that's where I need to go. The botanical lab, which is where the deserters are. And I am currently at the geothermal plant, so it's just next door. It's not too far. I just need to get outside and then go over there. Let me go ahead and skip that loading screen for you, and let's go ahead to the botanical plant. Cut off their power, guys. Let's go do that. So now that we've cleared the enemies and set their functions to attack each other, I'm not sure if this place is going to be respawned with more enemies and then they'll continue to fight each other, or if they even respawn. I'm not sure, guys, but we'll find out in the future. So far, the geothermal plant has been cleared on my end. Let's go ahead and have this because I got some of those things. I don't know what they're called, trunks or something like that. And we'll take down the gate so that we can run through, run past. I don't know, maybe that unlocks a mission. I really don't know. Maybe I have to do that in the future, so I'll just do it now. And let's just go ahead and head on over to the botanical lab where the deserters are. Maybe talk to them. I don't know. We'll see what goes down. I know that one girl is not going to be happy about our decision, though. Look at those things. And I've tried to see if these things attack, but they really don't. They just kind of like slime around. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's called. Crawl around, or you know what I mean? They're just weird. So those leather boas are pretty much pointless other than aesthetic, so that you can see something. The sprats, actually, there are rabbit sprats. Someone told me that, and that they actually do attack, and I think you could get diseases from them, which is a cool little thing. I don't know if it's going to be like Fallout 76 where you actually get a mutation that's actually good for you. So maybe there are diseases that'll give you bonus effects and negative effects. Depends on your poison, I guess. I don't know. We'll just have to find out, guys. But let's go ahead and head to the mark. Look at all these guys gathered around the campfire. Yeah.
One of us want to
So
go
there's
see
Grace. And then Thomas is somewhere in this group.
Food's bound to
Thomas is a
spoil it
weirdo.
this
He
way.
likes my companion. He better back up. That's mine.
Well, I
It's
know,
like I'm just
I'm
joking
trying to
because
think.
I heard that also romances with companions are not a thing in this game, which kind of sucks.
Okay.
And I just want to hear what they're saying, but they're not saying anything important. They're just wondering why the
happened?
power's out.
Sprat fell into a
I mean,
transformer
obviously
again?
anybody would worry why the power's out. And they're blaming the engineer too and all kinds of stuff. Let's talk to her.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Savage. Go ahead and like and subscribe. And until part 4, guys, I'll see you next time.
I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms.
I appreciate every single view. Part 4 coming out soon, guys. Thank you so much.